Alright guys, welcome back to the next video on the channel, and today we're going to be talking about the December Community Day content and also its timed and special research, and was the day / weekend worth it? So as on screen we do have the timed research, so let's go through this first and then we will look into the content and other things soon. So, as you can see, step 1, power up Pokemon 7 times, catch 5 different species, and then catch 15 Pokemon featured within the 2023 Community Days. Now, these Pokemon obviously have been in Community Days this year, so you've got Hoppip, Chespin, Starly, and then Noibat as a completion reward. That's okay, not too bad. Then the next one basically went through all the Pokemon from Community Days, which is fine. I like that. You get all the Pokemon from the previous Community Days as well. So DEINO was a huge one for me. I'm glad I did get one of them. Plus also LITWICK was also a good one to get, as it is a meta-relevant Pokemon, especially with raids. Other than that, I didn't see much gain out of it because all these Pokemon obviously were in the wild as well. Didn't see many Dinos and obviously didn't see many Litwicks either. I did see a couple, but not too many. Then we move on to the Evolution Extravaganza. Now, there was more Pokemon to evolve than just these evolution items. So, King's Rock puts a Pokemon to like Kingdra, Seaking, that kind of stuff. When you had Swinub in the wild as well, which could have been more Sinnoh Stones, things like that. So having only the one stage wasn't great. But you did get a free magnetic lure out of it as well, as most people did already have the Grubbin evolution. So you can kind of get around it. However, I do think having maybe this to 2 times King's Rock, 2 times Sinnoh Stone, 2 times whatever stone, basically go through all the items. Most people don't need them, but it is nice to have, especially if there's a big event going on. You know you don't have to worry about evolving stuff. And then let's move on to the special research. And we are back, guys, with the special research. And now this is the $1 research that I usually say is great value. There's only one good step to this, and I'll tell you for why. Well, 2 technically, but we'll go over why. So, step 1, you got 10 Pokeballs, 10 Raspberries, 1,500 XP, and then 1,000 Stardust, 1 Universe Stone, and 1 Sinnoh Stone. So basically, by buying the $1 ticket, you got all the stones that should have been put in the free Evolution Extravaganza. In the second step, you did get 10 Ultra Balls, 1,500 XP, 1,500 Stardust, and then 1,000 Stardust, 1 Poffin, 1 Incense. So you are getting your money's worth, especially for $1/£1. But there wasn't any Pokemon in here, which is really disappointing, especially with it being a special research. I did think they'd add some Pokemon with higher shiny chance. Then for the next one, you got 10 Pinap Berries, 1 Sinnoh Stone, one of the best bits, 1 Elite Fast TM, and we'll get to why that's good in a minute. 1,000 XP, 1 Rocket Radar, and then 1,000 Stardust. And then in the final step, you did get 10 Pinap Berries, 1,500 XP, 1 times Elite Charge TM, and then 1,000 Stardust, 1,500 XP, and 3 times Rare Candy. Why was this bit here, this Elite Fast TM and Elite Charge TM, that was worth the $1/£1 for me, just because they're not very common. You don't come across them that much, and they are useful for other meta-relevant Pokemon. So if you have a Shadow Mewtwo that's very high IV, giving it Shadow Ball and Psycho Cut, I think it is, makes it more powerful, better in raids, better in PvP, and it's just worth having it. So that $1/99p is very worth it. However, the rest of the ticket for me wasn't. 1 Universe Stone, 1 Sinnoh Stone, and then 1 other Sinnoh Stone, 1 Incense, 1 Poffin. These are stuff we usually get free. So for me, it wasn't worth it. However, like I said, the Elite Charge TM and Elite Fast TM, if it gave me a ticket to only do 2 things and just to get them 2, I'd take it all day for a bit cheaper. But as we did get a lot of extra stuff, it is worth the £1. If I'm honest, I thought it could have been better, like a normal Community Day. Like, have all the final evolutions of all 18 Pokemon or whatever it was in the set. Makes it a lot more worth it, and then also you get the special moves without having to use these TMs if you do forget. Now, let's look at the movesets that you did get. Alright guys, and we are back. Sorry, we did have a bit of a crash there, so I have just reset this up. So let's go through some of the Pokemon here. So we do have Charizard, which does have 2 Megas. It has a Flying and a Fire type, and then also a Fire and Dragon. So both this moveset here of Dragon Breath for its fast attack and charge move of Blast Burn are insanely powerful. Now for Blastoise, you do get Hydro Cannon, once again, an incredibly powerful water type move. Sand Slash, I don't see how this is relevant, especially to Rays, maybe PvP. Like I said, next year, as of 2024, I am going to do more PvP and try and push that a bit more on the channel. But for now, I've not really got that much into it, so I do need to do some research, look at meta Pokemon, meta attacks, that kind of thing. Now, I know Alolan Sandslash is a really good Pokemon to have in PvP, and maybe that its fast move Shadow Claw might be worth it. So I have got a few of them, like, on the account. I think I also have a Shadow one, maybe. Then we do have Poliwrath here with the fast attack of Counter. That one was quite big because you get a fast move that is Stab as well, rather than Water. You do have a Fighting type one as well, so that's really cool. The Slowbros, I don't know if these are meta relevant. Ampharos does have a Dragon type Mega, so having Dragon Pulse as the moveset, really cool. Also does do Stab, so does become a really good Pokemon to have just in case you don't have all the Megas. So if you didn't have Garchomp and you didn't have Salamander, you didn't have Rayquaza, you do have Ampharos there that does help, but then you could also have Sceptile that's a Mega. There's so many Dragon type Megas, it's kind of weird, but that might help you out in certain situations, you never know. Tyranitar, obviously getting the fast move Smackdown makes it one of the best rock type Pokemon in the game, as it already was, but having that move set, especially on a Shadow one, makes it one of the best. And let's face it, everyone knows how good Tyranitar is. Not only that, it does have a Mega as well, so if you are going to be taking this into a rock type super effective move set on a raid, this is going to be perfect. Then you have Togekiss with Aura Sphere. Now, Togekiss is one of them weird Pokemon that we know has a big moveset, and Aura Sphere does fit into having that diversity in PvP. So this would help out a lot. I was actually very disappointed with this one. So the legacy move of Avalanche was massive on this Pokemon to make it one of the hardest hitting ice type Pokemon in the game. Now, having it only with one of its charge moves, its legacy, which is Ancient Power, did put it back a bit. And that was for not only for its own classic Com Day, but for its today as well. So I do wish they would have brought both movesets back, as Avalanche was such a better move. But it's still one of a really hard hitting Pokemon with that move as well. Then we do have Chandelure with Poltergeist. As we all already know, this move doesn't actually do much for the Pokemon, so we are just going to skip over this one. But it is really cool that Litwick was available in the wild again for really easily. Get all that candy up because it is one of the best fire type Pokemon on the game. We aren't talking about shadows at the minute. Obviously Litwick does have a shadow now, but just in case it doesn't, we're just talking about normal Pokemon here. Haxorus was, if I remember rightly, was used in PvP quite a bit. However, with the nerf to Breaking Swipe, where it's only a 30% chance now, not a guaranteed, or 50% chance, that heavily hinders this moveset, and also most of the Pokemon that does use this moveset. So just remember that it's not a 100% anymore to get the attack drop, which makes it less relevant. Then we do have Hydreigon with the charge attack Brutal Swing. This makes it one of the best dark type Pokemon on the game, followed by Tyranitar. They are both really high up in their tiers. Tyranitar, I believe, does beat it, but this Pokemon with Brutal Swing, this made Mewtwo, when it came out with legacy moves of Shadow Ball and Psycho Cut, this made it really easy to take down. This community day was in between Mewtwo coming out or just before it. I was in an airport, so I didn't actually get that many of these, but today I have evolved quite a few, so I do have a lot more on the account. Greninja. This was a funny one. So Greninja, when it had its Com Day, had the moveset of Hydro Cannon and also Water Shuriken. Doesn't show it here. Let's just have a look, see if we did evolve a Greninja or if we can do one now. Alright guys, and I am back, and unfortunately no, Greninja didn't get even Hydro Cannon, so I think I might have been late. But I don't believe it did get the Water Shuriken. Please let me know down below if you did. Just because I missed out on evolving that one then doesn't mean it didn't happen. So this website can get a few things mixed up. Like it said, the com days were only 2 till 5, and that was only for the extra bonuses that were coming for the events, whereas the Pokemon were out from 9 AM all the way up till 9 PM, I believe, tonight. So it does get a few things mixed up. However, not usually movesets, so let's just keep that in mind. Obstagoon getting Obstruct is a really good move as well. And then Ursaluna with high horsepower. This is a huge one. If you didn't evolve this one in time, like it had stupid time sets here till 9 PM. I did try and evolve one before 9 PM. And it didn't actually evolve, it just came up with an error, which I do have a screenshot of. Which I'm going to send to Niantic to try and get the moveset added, basically. But it is a very good Pokemon in PvP, so definitely worth it if you did evolve one. Congrats, as it is one of the really good Pokemon in PvP. And that is it, guys, for this video. Like I said, it was an okay event. One of the best things was actually this half hatch distance, especially with the ticket if you did buy it for the season, where you get one free use, one like incubator. This half hatch distance helped out a lot because you can get a load of eggs done in one day, and also get them all like added for the next time as well. 2 times Stardust, didn't really see that much of an impact. 2 times EXP, didn't really see that either. 2 times Candy though, I did see a lot of Pokemon get a bit more of an increase on my account, so that's always cool. And I also didn't do the special trades either. I did forget to do that one. So, but thank you all for watching this video. Please leave a like on if you do enjoy this content. Comment down below if you did get anything spicy during this day. I hope you did, because we are going to have a huge 2024, I think, on Pokemon Go. Not from features wise, but we do have Black and White Kyurem that have been released by accident, which means they are coming very, very soon. And especially with Kyurem being back in Raids, which is going to be tomorrow's video of going how to take it down very easily, I think we are going to have a great end to 2023, and also moving on to 2024, a huge year for the game. And hopefully the channel as well, hopefully will grow and grow and grow. So thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll speak to you all in the next one.